Let's go.
All right, we're live. Yeah, hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. All
Hello.
right, so let's get into this. And Sandy and Teresa are here, and so am I. And
You would
we're
do
all
the
here. And
birthdays first?
yeah, let's do that. Go ahead and
Okay.
give
I could
yeah
I could do the
birthdays.
birthdays.
You
All
do the
right.
birthdays.
May 9th was Karen B. FE.
And my
May
mom.
10th. Hmm?
And my mom.
And your mom. Pamela Jane, May 10th. Tamika Curtis, May 14th. Julie Nugent, May 15th. Joanne Dare, May 16th. Also on that day is Jason McFall. We have Linda Malphus on May 21st. Ashley Shaw, May 22nd. Therion L. Knight, May 25th. Pat Glacial, the 28th. Deb Reddy's on the 29th. We have Jeremy Latala, May 29th. And last but not least, we have Irina, maybe it's Mandela, on May 30th. Happy early birthday, Irina.
Happy
What's
birthday,
everybody?
everyone.
Happy birthday, everyone.
What's everybody?
Nice.
And look at all the people popping in, guys. Yay.
In the chat, we have Tinhead92, Ann Gaynor, Rich Vasanik, Eddie Von Keen, and that's it, Bar.
Welcome
guys.
back, Rich. Long time no see.
Hey, Rich.
Glad you guys. Yep.
Hello from LA. Says hello from wherever we are.
Welcome,
All
everyone.
Right. Let's get into this. So I'll start this out. Oh, I hope I have everything. No, I'm sorry. No, don't do that. Okay, I'm getting there. I hope I'm not missing some stuff. Move it. All right, hold on. Ooh.
We got quite a few new ones tonight, guys. So get comfy,
Hi,
get a
Ann
coffee,
Gaynor. Welcome.
a tea, some water,
Some
whatever you
people.
want. Maybe a snack. Bigger
Yep,
show
we got
tonight.
a lot to show, guys. Got a lot to show.
Yeah.
I see a few new people.
Everyone in the chat I said hello to already, Teresa.
Ann Gaynor, too?
Yep, even Ann Gaynor.
Okay, I just noticed the name. What, Curiouser?
I'm getting there. Okay. All right. So. Wow.
What's going on?
I just found out I'm missing some stuff. Hold on. This is weird.
Did you put it in the right place?
No, I think I have got. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
No,
Okay,
Eddie Von Keen says, Sandy Diva, you need more folders. I need to declutter my folders.
Okay, here's the first one. Okay, I got this from Reddit. This is a user from Reddit that posted this. Let's see if you all agree on this one. This effect is okay. Essential water, if everyone remembers essential water, is now essentia.
Yep.
It's lost an L, basically.
I have that in my refrigerator right now. Right now I have that.
But people are remembering essential water.
Yeah, me too.
Where's the L is gone, which is really weird.
I know. It's good water too, guys. By the way, I buy it when I go to Walmart. Really good water. I get a big bottle.
I've never had. I've
So
seen it,
if
but I've never
anyone,
had it.
It's good. Look at
I'm
the
a
half of
Fiji
tea
girl.
too. Curious, or look at the tea on this stencil. It's a half of tea.
yeah.
You notice that? Yeah, those letters look kind of weird.
Yes. The weathers, the
See it?
letters, the slanted
Yeah.
I,
Look at the A.
and
Ew, that
it's
looks.
just
Look at the A. See it?
okay. It's lost an L to it. Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah. I remember
Okay, so
stencil.
people remember essential water, which makes a lot
Uh
more
huh.
sense, right? Than
Yes.
essentia. Is that even a word?
No, it's just
No, it's
they made
not.
it up.
Uh,
No.
anyway, so there's that. Okay, and I got this one for you, Teresa, because I got it
Okay.
on Reddit, and I thought of you, and it says there is a missing episode of The Nanny.
Oh no, what is it? Because I know every single episode.
I know you
Tell
like
me
that
what this
show,
is
and
about.
this says this is not my memory, it's my mother's, but she doesn't use Reddit low. So I used
Oh.
to catch reruns of The Nanny on a Lifetime in the early
Hmm.
thousands, and my mom told me that there were several episodes that were never re-aired. She said that many
What?
sitcoms always held back at least one episode in reruns because it gave people an incentive to buy the DVD season box sets. Anyway,
Oh.
by this point, Lifetime had cycled through The Nanny a few times, and my mom was disappointed that an episode she remembered watching in the 90s was left out. There was a season 2 episode where Sherry Lewis and Lamb Chop guest starred. To this day, my mom insists that there were a second Lamb Chop episode that was in a later season. She doesn't remember the actual plot, but she
Hmm.
distinctly remembers a scene where Cece brings over her dog Chester, and Lamb
And
Chop
eats
freaks
it.
out
Yes.
and references her new first episode where Chester almost ate her. I have since
Yes.
watched all of The Nanny on the DVDs as well as researched the show, and there is officially no record of a second Lamb Chop episode. My mom was right about
I
one thing,
remember
though.
them. I remember the first one, and I remember the reference on the second one. I've
Wow.
seen.
Okay.
I remember them both. The first one is where she actually shows up. She brings her puppet. Supposedly the dog gets a hold of it, but he really didn't get a hold of it, and he thinks that he got a hold of it. Um, but yeah, I remember, and it was referenced later on again, but it was only in reference. That was it. But
Okay. And
her appearance was only one time.
just
Yeah.
wondered if any
Trust
of
me,
you
I've
have
seen The
experience
Nanny
remembering an episode that
hundreds of the
doesn't exist.
times.
So this is like an
Yeah.
episode that
I
just never existed, which is weird, huh?
Yep. Trust me on this one. I remember that. I've
All
seen
right.
The Nanny so many times. I can remember almost every episode. If you described it to me, I'd be like, "Yep, I remember that one. Yep, I remember that one." Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember the episode very well.
All right.
Yep.
This is something that I don't know if we covered or if you guys know about these, but I was surprised to see them. For I don't know if I knew about this one and just forgot, but my God, I wish this would work faster.
What is it, Cursor?
Okay, this is what is a phenomenon occurs in the sky over our heads. It's called a red sprite lightning.
Uh-huh.
We did. Okay, so over
Yeah.
our heads and not in the sea. It's a type of lightning known as a red sprite. Rarely has it been photographed in this detail. Okay, I want to show you some pictures of it. It's actual lightning, but it comes across as red. I don't know what the heck. You know, I may have known of this one. I forgot, but it just is.
When I
It's
covered it,
amazing to me.
I
The
covered
pictures
it with
are
the blue
amazing, huh?
jets. Do you
What?
remember the blue jets? When I covered it I covered red sprites and blue jets. Do you remember that?
Oh, okay. No.
Because blue jets are other ones like
That's
that.
the thing. I thought maybe you covered this, but I thought I'd just throw it in again
Yeah, they're
because
so neat. And,
they're incredible. Look at that. This is lightning, guys.
Mhm.
And it comes out as red, which is
And
just
terrifying.
really bizarre. Oh yeah, it's scary looking. I know. Yeah. Way up high in the sky. Gosh, it's not so red, but look at that. Oh my god. All right.
Now that was like fireworks. That's
I
crazy.
know, really. Okay, here's the blue jets you were talking about. Sprites. These are called elves. What is that? Tin year
No,
old.
wait. No, the elves is new. That's that green band. I don't know that.
Yeah, elves.
I'm looking that up. I'll be right back.
Okay,
I'm
yeah, go
here,
for
but
it.
I mean, I'm going. I'm just leaving YouTube, the chat.
I don't know. I never heard of that, but yeah, this is what it's telling us is now going on in the atmosphere.
There's trolls,
Upward.
pixies, ghosts, and gnomes too.
Holy cow!
Trolls are transient red
What the?
alkoluminous lineaments, occur after strong sprites and appear as red spots with faint tails, and on higher speed cameras appear as a rapid series of events, starting as a red glow that forms after a sprite tendril. Pixies were first observed during the STEPS program during the summer of 2000. A series of unusual white luminous events. So that one that wasn't red, that's a pixie. The one that you had that wasn't red.
So this happens. It looks like higher in the atmosphere, and this is lower. That's the spider lightning and all that we're used to seeing. This is
Ghosts.
like way low, but this is all going way up high, and apparently now we can see all that, which is weird.
Okay, I don't. You see the green thing? I don't know why that's
Yeah,
labeled elves. That's not elves. That's a ghost. Green emissions from excited
well maybe
oxygen in sprite tops.
maybe the name changed.
No, elves is something different. That's emissions of light and very low frequency. But ghosts is that green thing. Green emissions from excited oxygen in sprite tops. So above the sprites, the oxygen gets excited and emits a faint green glow. No, never heard of that.
No way.
It's called a ghost.
Yeah, we should look more into that later, but yeah, that sounds interesting, huh?
Yeah, that's new to me.
Okay.
Fizzy Spud Cutter says, I'll have a Sprite. That sounds good, doesn't it? It does. It sounds good right now.
Okay, and this is oh, stop. Where is it? Okay, let me go back. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, Tinhead, I saw that on your daily dose of internet. The man who could move his veins. I don't know if that's just like some people can curl their tongues and other people can't. I don't know if that's just something he can do or if that's something everyone can do. And if everyone can do that, that would be a Mandela effect. But yeah, we'd have to look into that. He
All
says,
right.
Curious and Curiouser, so weird. I seen pink lightning last night. We were just talking about this earlier tonight. By the way, I have a new ME, and that's the man that can move the veins. I don't think it's an ME because I can't move my veins like that. At least I don't think I can. If we could all move our veins like that, that would be a body change.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
All right, there's a Dutch village of looks like Glenthorne that has no roads. It's buildings are connected entirely by canals and footbridges. All right, I want to show you some pictures of this one. This is here are the pictures. This place is okay. First of all, this city, unheard of by me anyway, is in a star shape. I'll show you. This thing's so slow, but this is it's in a star shape. Okay, bizarre, right? But anyway.
Oh, that's a star fort.
Mm.
It's called a star fort.
Okay, never heard of cities in star shapes. So yeah, but
I know,
anyway,
it's
this
crazy.
is all connected by canals. Look at how beautiful this city is, though. It
That
is
is gorgeous.
just absolutely beautiful. I would love to live there.
I would not be able to live there.
Why?
Well, because
No car?
yeah, you'd have to walk everywhere. I can't do that. I'd be wheelchair bound. I don't like that.
Well, there are the boats, but I don't
You
know.
have to walk to the boat, and you kind of need steady footing to get in a boat.
Be it
I don't see many people using canes to get into boats. See what I'm saying?
right. I know. But
But it
anyway,
is absolutely
it's beautiful
gorgeous.
to look at. All right, so let's see. Okay, there's that. Never knew about that. Next.
Yeah, I never heard of that at all.
All right, and I was looking at another post from Reddit, and here is what is this it? Hold on. Is this it? No, that's not it. This is something about the keyboard having changed. Okay, this person wrote that the so slow. Okay, keyboard seems different. My whole life, the ridges on the keyboard were G and H, but now they are F and J. I really hope I'm not the only one who remembers it differently. Okay, so here's a
Okay, so I need to say
key.
something here. There are different keyboard layouts. So it's possible the keyboard layout they were using is different.
Oh, really?
There are, yeah,
I
there are
agree on
actually
that one,
different.
guys. I've been
Okay.
typing since 1981, so yeah,
All
I
right.
agree with
I
Sandy.
gotcha.
You agree with what, Teresa? You remember G and H, or you know there's other keyboard layouts?
I don't feel the ridges. I just type.
See, I was taught how to type
All
in
right.
keyboard
Well,
in
I
high
don't remember
school.
there having been different
I don't pay
layouts.
attention to the ridges. I just know I type about 80 to 85 words a minute.
I
Are you
was
sure
taught
that's not a manned
Jane.
excuse? Hmm.
No, I'm just saying.
Anyway,
I'm telling you, my
okay.
like I was taught to feel for them, and then type from there.
I have noticed that they changed for
Agree.
me too, but that's okay. Okay, so Teresa, here's one for you too. The a family of blue-skinned people lived in Kentucky for many generations. The full gates of Troublesome Creek are thought to have gained their blue skin through a combination of inbreeding and rare genetic condition known as
Curiouser,
methamoglobin.
Curiouser,
Uh,
Curiouser.
what?
I posted
Yeah,
that in my group months ago.
yeah, I know. That's why I'm putting it here. Yeah, so you remember that one. Okay, good.
I thought
Um,
that this was discovered that it was iron like some sort silver poisoning.
You want me to look at my Facebook group and see what it says?
Okay, there's a whole story on it.
Because if
But
you
it's
like,
a
silver
blood
used to be
disorder.
no, I know
Okay, they're
that,
saying,
but silver was a medical treatment back then, and it would turn people that color. So that's why
okay, a
I don't know
rare
if
blood
if they
disorder.
determined that it was from silver or not.
Anyway, never heard of that. Okay, so
I've
let's
never
move
heard of
on.
blood disorder. Though.
Skin bluer than Lake Louise. All right. Weird. All right, and so here's only one Shell gas station shaped like a shell.
Wait, what?
This is a gas station that shapes like a shell in North Carolina. The 8 were built in 1930s, but only one left is in North Carolina. These were big in the 30s, or there was some in the 30s.
It's
This
so
is what they
cute.
look like. Shells.
So I'm assuming it's Shell gasoline.
Yes.
That's adorable. I've never
Good luck
seen that.
finding gasoline.
Okay, and did you know there's a wasp that is smaller than an amobia or amoeba?
Amoeba.
Amoeba
Amoeba.
thing.
Amoeba.
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 So there's a
Amoeba.
wasp. There is a kind of wasp that is even smaller than that.
No,
Yeah,
that's scary.
it's
That
a
means that
of a
wasps
millimeter.
could be everywhere.
Yeah. So the wasp has the same body parts as any other bug, brain, wings, eyes, and more, but is a fifth of a millimeter long, making it smaller than most amoebas, which are made of just one cell. That is really tiny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
I know.
That is
Yeah, I don't want to
horrible.
run into one of those. And wasps can be pretty vicious too.
Yeah.
Okay, man hat ants. These are ant species, unique to New York City. Can you believe that? They have their own ant species in New York City, guys. I have never heard of that.
Yep. I know, it's crazy.
It is. I don't get. Must be the food they're eating there. Okay. All right. The Statue of Liberty used to be a lighthouse. I've never heard of that.
Me either. That's new to me.
So I'd like to look more into that, but I just learned that. Never. Wait, shadows are darker on the moon, which is strange. I've never heard of that. It obviously has to do with the atmosphere and all that, but I thought I'd share it. Okay, Michael, I thought this was funny. This is just funny to me. I have never heard of this, and I don't know why, since I've always been so much into art. Michelangelo wrote a poem about how much he hated painting the Sistine Chapel. One translation of the poem he sent to his friend begins, I've already grown a goiter from this torture, hunched up here like a cat in Lombardy or anywhere
Sorry about that,
else where
guys.
the stagnant water's poison. Doesn't sound like he was too thrilled with his task. There are secret messages. You can find the world's most famous painting with secret messages. I guess he felt like he was being tortured as he painted that. I never knew that. Okay. Oh, that's terrible. Okay.
Yeah.
Dunce caps, is that right? Dunce caps?
Yes.
Are used to be signs of intelligence. Did you know that?
No. Dunce caps
No.
were used. I don't even know. Were dunce caps actually used?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
13th
crazy.
century philosopher Jean Duns Scotus believes that a pointed cap would help spread knowledge from the tip to the brain, and his Dunsman followers wore them as a badge of honor. In the 1500s, though, his ideas became less popular, and the meaning of the Dun's cap was turned on its head, becoming something of a joke. Okay, yeah, it was something of a joke. So maybe they weren't actually worn seriously or anything. Okay, I didn't know that. Octopuses have 3 hearts. Squids do too. 1 pumps blood through their whole systems, and 2 are dedicated just to the gills. 3 hearts. It's weird. I think that's it for that. Let's see, do I have anything else? I didn't have a heck of a lot this time, so I think that's it. Yeah. All right, like I said, I just wanted to share some of that and stuff that I've never heard of. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Okay.
Let's see. I'm checking the chat, see if anybody's joined us. Jade Strawberry's here. Anyone else sneak in? I think that's it for now. I already mentioned Fizzy Spud Cutter.
She needs potatoes. That's french fries. And she buy them for her.
I did not hear you, Teresa. Buy what?
Dan should get Fizzy some french fries.
Oh, the French fry cutter.
Yeah. Should get her that. And she'll never run out of fries. I would say my favorite french fries used to be, well, they don't, well, actually, I can't find them, but Smash Burger, I really love their french fries. They have like a garlic oil on them. And who else had good french fries? Freddy Steak Burgers, those have good french fries. I love french fries, so I was trying to think where my favorites are at. You guys have favorite french fries that you really enjoy? We should do a vote. We should do a vote in the chat. Where do you get your favorite french fries at? McDonald's are definitely not my favorite because once they get cold, they taste terrible. Even trying to heat them up, so I'm not going to say McDonald's. They're good when they're fresh, but once they start getting cold, don't even try to nuke them. Yeah. I wouldn't know about that Fizzy Spud Cutter. That doesn't affect me no more. TMI. Curious, what are you doing?
I'm coming right now.
All right. Hi, Miss Milo Fire 3. Hello. Is this you, Sandy?
I'm sorry, Teresa. What did you say?
Is this one yours?
Oh, it just got on my screen. Yes. Yes,
All
it
right.
is. All right, guys. In the chat, this is a multiple word answer you're filling in. Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida has a tagline. What do you remember? The blank earth. What are the words between the and earth in the tagline? for Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. They're still on French fries in the chat. Anyway, so the happiest place on earth for Jade Strawberry. Anyone else? No, Van Keen. No. Unless you're trying to say something else and then add that in, that's fine, but no. Anybody else?
All right, here we go.
All right, so I remember the same thing as Jade. I'm still waiting for it to get on my screen. Happiest, I think, says Milo Fire. In my past, all Disney parks and resorts were the happiest place on earth. But now, only Disneyland in Anaheim, California is the happiest place on earth.
Can I just say that I used to go to Disneyland when I was young? Do not remember it being called that. So I just want to mention that.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for it to load. I'm sorry, I'm on a delay.
Okay.
Let's see if I can fast forward. Okay, so instead, Walt Disney World now has the tagline, the most magical place on earth. I have never heard Walt Disney World referred to as this, which is really strange given the number of times I've been there, which is 14 times.
Wow.
It is the most magical place on earth, not the happiest place on earth.
That's weird. I still think they switched. I think that's okay.
The man excuse is pretty self-explanatory, guys. Of course, it's the most magical because Walt Disney World is home to the Magic Kingdom. While it makes sense, like a lot of man excuses do, that doesn't mean it's not also the happiest place on earth. Regardless, I do not remember this tagline. The most magical place on earth. I don't remember that. It was always the happiest place on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it gets stranger, guys. It wasn't always this slogan either. It was a second slogan that was used simultaneously, where dreams come true. So Walt Disney World, where dreams come true. And also Disney Parks, where dreams come true. Which is actually the slogan for Disney Parks, not the happiest place on earth. And dreams has been on the entrance of Walt Disney World for more than a decade, until October 2020, when it was officially changed to the new slogan, which isn't new, but it's confusing. But the most magical place on earth, the banner now says the most magical place on earth. But Disney has been using the most magical place on earth for Walt Disney World for the last 15 years. And I've never heard of it. So these all say the same thing. They say Disney World is the happiest place on earth, but obviously they have never been in your arms. That is so cheesy. So in my past, Walt Disney World was the happiest place on earth, which is now the slogan for Disneyland. And Walt Disney World has had two slogans, one of which I've never heard of. The other I have because it's Disney's, not Walt Disney World slogan. But it's not Disney's anymore. It's so confusing, I can't even. It's like everybody just traded their slogans.
Yeah. Good. I know. Yeah, I definitely believe that's Nemi. I really do.
Mm-hmm. So here's a magic band that says the most magical place on earth. 20 reasons WDW is the most magical place on earth. This is all current reality, guys. But again, as of October 2020, the once unofficial but now official slogan and sign over the entrance reads the most magical place on earth. It's okay, Ann. So here is the most magical place on earth where dreams come true. All current reality stuff. By the way, I did ask my mom, who's been there at least 25 times, and she said the happiest place on earth. Rich, I believe you, but for me, it's always been WDW. But we did just call it Disney World. We didn't say Walt Disney. We're going to Walt Disney World. We'd say, I'm going to Disney World. You know? Okay, here's some more. This is Disneyland being the happiest place on earth. And here's residue of Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom being the happiest place on earth. The way I remember it. Hey, Lord Celtic Frost. No, I've never heard of that. Curious or Teresa, Lord Celtic Frost says, anybody here know about the Hard Time on Planet Earth television series? I've never heard of it.
No.
What?
Ask him what it is. More info.
You just did.
Ask him.
I guess, yeah. Give us more info.
Something.
I'm sorry.
Anybody here know about Hard Time on Planet Earth television series? What was it about, Lord Settler Frost?
Yeah.
What was it about? Here's the description. Lord Hard Time. Oh, I remember those, Anne. I used to go there all the time. They used to have these books A, B, C, D, and E, and that's how you used to get your tickets for Walt Disney World in Florida. Because I loved tearing them out. They were all sectioned out. Sections. You could actually Google it and see pictures of the old tickets. I've seen them before. People actually collect them. The old Disney tickets. I call them the vintage tickets.
Mm-hmm. You want to do the ones that say Teresa? Just in case?
Sure.
What?
This is a good one she found. All right. This is too weird, guys.
Which one?
Or again, you'll see.
All right.
Oh, my Lord. Goodness. All right.
Have you ever heard of... Oh, I completely forgot about this one, guys. Have you ever heard of Trovents before? Sam, do you know I forgot the name of these?
It's okay. Have you ever heard of Trovins
Trovan.
before? Trovins, yeah.
I haven't. Trovan. Anybody in the group? No, Lord Celtic Cross. I never heard of that show. The Trovans of Contesti, located in Contesti, Romania, are stones that secret cement
Secrete.
when they secrete. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
when cement when they get wet.
So these
Writing's kind
stones
of little.
produce their own cement.
That's crazy.
It's insane, is what it is.
Yeah, very well.
No, says Jade Strawberry.
The secreted cement causes the stones to appear alive because they move by sliding on the wet cement and grow as the new. I can't see the bottom of it.
As the new cement is added.
Is that okay? Yeah, these
See,
took
that
me
says
out. I was
never
like,
heard of it.
uh-uh. Next.
Oh,
Mhm. Which doesn't make any sense if the stone is secreting cement from inside. How could the stone possibly grow larger? It's the same material from the stone, right?
It's literally reproducing then if it's adding cement to itself.
How come Dan didn't do this one?
Because I just made it, Teresa.
He's missing out. Maybe I'll do it next Sunday. Yeah, look at these things.
God, that's so weird.
I found those and I was like, what the heck? And Sandy was
Yeah,
like,
what
look
the
at
heck?
that. I thought it was a good find.
Oh, very. It's just,
Thank
I don't
you.
get it.
Blowing my mind, I know. Yes. What's that
You're a
say?
good
Oh, I
mind-blowing
can't read
thinker.
that. Oh, thank you. Scroll down, please. I can't read that. Crazier still is that they reproduce, they grow bulbous. I can't read that,
Bulbous
guys.
appendages
Yeah, that. Oh, sorry, I don't get
that
my glasses till next
eventually
week.
break off as their own
Thank you.
stone, and then that new stone reproduces.
Yep.
So they're basically reproducing themselves, just like they're alive. Or something.
Look at that. They're like having little baby
Are
stones.
they alive? Yeah, they're having baby stones.
They're alive. Ah, they're alive. Like a Frankenstein. It's alive.
Okay, they can also grow very large and be as small as a marble. And if you
Uh-huh.
cut open the stones, they have rings like trees, which tell their age.
Oh my god. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy? Look at that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
Weird, huh?
Yeah.
Never knew these
Slightly. Yeah.
existed. Never knew these existed.
Wow. Never heard of this. And that's something
No.
pretty
Oh, thank you. Thank
incredible to
you,
not
Tinhead.
know about.
Thank you, Tinhead 92. I freaked out from this. Thank you, Sandy, for making graphics for this finally. I completely forgot about this Mandela Effect. Like, seriously. I did. I was like, oh, yeah, that one. Thank you.
I just have a ton of stuff backed up. That's the problem. There's
Yeah,
so
I
much
can
stuff.
tell. I can't even remember what I've given you. Like, oh, you got to remind me.
All right. Here we go. We're going. We're getting there.
All right, what we got next? Mhm. Ah,
Teresa.
the pregnant Egyptian mummy discovered. So these archaeologists discovered a mummy, and they found that there was not alive, but there was I don't know how to say this without sounding gross. There was a fetus inside, like mummified. It's the only way I can say it without sounding gross. But yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got some pictures. Yeah, I don't know any other way to explain this. Oh, I can't read that. Can somebody read that for me? I'm sorry.
Yeah. First pregnant Egyptian mummy surprises researchers. So, looks like an Egyptian mummy previously believed to be a priest has turned out to be a pregnant woman. The
Yep.
surprise discovery, the first of its kind anywhere in the world, was made by Polish scientists at the Warsaw Mummy Project.
Mm-hmm.
The team, who since 2015 had been working to thoroughly examine human and animal mummies from ancient Egypt at the National Museum in Warsaw, uncovered the body's true identity after spotting a tiny foot in the abdomen on a scan. Bizarre.
Sandy, go look at the
Yeah.
chat. Sandy, go look at the chat.
What am I looking at?
Just go read the chat. I did say the right word, right?
Yeah, we probably did Tin Head, unless you caught it on Brian's show. I don't know which one, Teresa.
You thought we said the P word, not the F word.
Oh, I don't see it, but it's okay.
No, we didn't say that. It rhymes with fetus.
Okay. Oh, I see it.
With,
Oh, I see. Not being
yeah.
funny. That's what you thought you heard. Okay,
No,
but Teresa has one.
I,
Wait, hold on, Teresa. The next folder of Teresa's is a woman.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got
that's
it.
me. That's funny. Tinhead thinks we already did this one.
Oh, yeah. We probably did it last week.
Oops. That's you, Sandy.
That's not the. No, we already. I think we already did these, Curiouser.
Yeah, well, I think people are having deja vu in the chat.
Yeah, you're the one.
Curious, sir? We already
Listen,
did that.
go to. Let me go to the folder. I sent
Hold
you
on, I
pictures
got
of the
it. No,
folders.
I didn't see Teresa's name on any of them, so I
Yeah, the
scrolled
names
down.
aren't on it. It's the one that says Tawny. Tawny is
Tawny.
Teresa's.
Yeah, Tawny. Yeah.
All right.
And that's the last one of Teresa's is Tawny.
Tawny. Yep. I'm not sure how many people remember this actress. She was more popular in the 80s and American actress, best known for the 1984 movie Bachelor Party, starring Tom Hanks and Tawny, begins with a K. Should I say the
You can
name?
say it. Yeah, because they just need to spell it.
Tawny Katane. And unfortunately, it's really bizarre that I was telling Dan about this, and a few days later, she passes away. I just thought it tripped out Dan too. We were just talking about the spelling, and then a few days later, I'm like, no way, Dan. And then all of a sudden, I see that she passed away. It was like weird, like synchronicity.
All right,
You know
wait,
what I
Teresa.
mean?
You should also tell them that she's actually more known for Whitesnake video, like being in the videos.
Oh yeah, can I sing
I don't
it?
know this woman.
Can I sing it?
No, I wouldn't sing it. I would not sing it.
White
the point
Snake.
is,
I think.
Teresa,
Here I go again on my own. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, she's known for being the chick dancing around in White Snake's video. You might recognize her. I think her hair was a little different color. Maybe she's changed her hair, different colors. So you've probably seen her as a redhead too, and probably other colors. But yeah, she's also did modeling too,
Okay, so
as
far
well.
in the chat, we have two answers:
Uh-huh.
Kitaen.
Oh, really? Anybody else
Yes,
remember her spelling of her last name, Katane? Is it Katane? Katana?
and they're
The
saying
spelling that
that
I remember, the spelling that I remember is not the way it is now. The current timeline, it's not. And Dan agrees with me too. Do you guys agree with me on the spelling, or does it affect you?
I don't know her, Teresa. I've never heard of her in my
Curiouser?
life.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, like I said, she's more 80s, so a lot of people might not
It's not
know who
that
she
she's.
is.
I know '80s. It's just that I don't think she was popular. She was like in two things.
Well,
I
that's
don't
what.
know.
Yeah, that's true.
She's like a. I would consider her like an extra. Like that's nothing to me. I don't know who she is. I've seen the video.
Rich.
I still don't know her name. You know what I'm saying?
All right, all right. Let's go on to the next one. Go ahead.
Eddie
And
Von
that's
Teen
the.
says she was
Oh,
Hercules' wife in the underworld on Hercules' Great Adventures.
oh, really? Yes, I never watched that.
I
So
didn't
the way
either.
it's spelled now, everyone, is Tawny, which wasn't effective for me. Her last name is now spelled Kitaen, but I remember her last name being Kitane, but it's always been Kitaen.
And that's what the chat remembers tonight.
I'm sorry, not on Dan's show. Did I have any on my side?
Yeah, on Dan's
Anybody?
show, not here.
Yeah, not one person remembers it spelled like me. Oh, that sucks.
No.
Uh, ah, that sucks.
Yeah, she's
Anyhow,
guys. I know she's been in random stuff that I've never seen. Like
that's what makes it
random,
interesting. I find weird, different things in Sandy.
random stuff.
We can't verify this isn't a forgery, but this autograph definitely spells Kitane. And look at the way she wrote it. Look, zoom in on that, please, Curious. Shows the autograph where the K part is. See that? Look,
It
check that
definitely
out.
looks like Kitane.
There you go, people. 100% residue right there in your face. Sure, if she signed that, she remembers her spelling this way, not the way it is now. And there is some residue. And look at this. More residue. Look at that at the bottom. Even on this card, Kitane.
That's not a
I think
card.
that speaks for.
That's a junket press shot from Bachelor
Press shot,
Bachelor
yeah.
Party. Yeah.
And there's R.I.P. People remember saying she passed away, and they remember her name spelled like that. Look, see, there's another.
Rich
So there's where
Fasanic
here's a little.
remembers it like you, Teresa.
Thank you, Rich. Yay, Rich remembers. Yay. See, I'm not alone on that, guy.
Eddie Von
Thank you.
says, I remember Aen because it was one letter off from kitten.
I see.
That's a good association. I
Okay. Well, everybody remembers differently. That's fine. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We all have different memories. I don't always agree with Sandy, and I don't always agree with Curiouser, right, Sandy?
That's true.
Yeah, we have that, and that's what makes this Mandela Effect special. Is we all have different memories. So
Not special. I would say that's what makes the Mandela Effect really freaking annoying.
is this you,
That's
Sandy?
what I would say. It probably is. Okay. So we're in the logos folder now. Guys, Nokia, it's a slight change, but I don't remember the K looking like a V butted up to an I. I don't remember it like that. I remember it looking more like the K that's in the older logo above it before they went into the phone business. That's all, just a minor change with Nokia. The next two images are actual phones from 97. So you can see it did look like this back then. And they're saying this from 1978, that it was a V against an I. I don't know. It just looks weird to me. Eddie Van Keen says her name isn't Katane. For him, her name is pronounced closer to kitten than Katane. For him. So Hawaii 5-0, which I'm going to be covering later tonight. I found this comic book. I don't even know what to say here. The W is a V, and all the triangles instead of just a line. I don't know what to say about this. Hawaii instead of Hawaii. Hawaii. So bizarre. I can't.
Yeah.
So here's some residue of Pikachu with a black tail on Bart Simpson. In a red shirt, by the way. Yeah, but why a V instead of a W? It's so weird. All right, so Teresa found this. You want to talk about your residue, Teresa? I mean, it's self-explanatory, but...
You can talk
Teresa.
about it. I trust you.
Okay, guys. Teresa found a picture of the Golden Girls, and underneath it says the original sex in the city. Nice residue, Teresa.
Oh, I accidentally found it. I'm like, seriously.
No, Eddie Von Keen. I have no idea. All I'm saying is I found that image of a comic book cover, and that's what it said. That's all I know about it. If it's a parody, that's fine, but it's a V, and that's weird. All right, so this is The Outsiders. The I is a 1 now. Straight up, it's a 1. There's no dot. It's a 1. No, it's my cat drinking water. Because he has to have water when I'm live. Like clockwork. So I found this nice little residue of Bambi where he actually looks like a deer here with round spots and no weird checkered spine. And it looks like a deer.
Yeah.
It's a little better. There's still some
Yeah, it
issues,
is.
but it's a little better.
Yeah. There's yeah.
All right, so now we have Big Trouble in Little China. The T and the R is now merged. Really bad. The Explorers. Everything's merged. EXP is merged. The O is now filled in with the sun. I don't remember that. And the ER is flat out merged. And the R is a little weird. And I remember the Explorers, and now it's just Explorers.
Does that look bad? Wow.
From 1977.
It looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to read. It's bad. It hurts your eyes. bad on the eyes. It's just horrible.
Absolutely. Okay, so here's some residue. Some people remember Statue of Liberty lifting up the other arm. Well, I don't know if they
Oh, yeah.
reversed the image or not, but Dolly Parton's holding up her left arm here, and she's holding a book. Not a plaque,
Good.
a book.
Wow. Yeah, why would they have her on the other side? That wouldn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, wait, there should be another image. There is. There's an error.
Oh,
Go back.
that's okay. That's my
It's
bad.
another Statue
Sorry.
of Liberty residue. That's why.
I'm going. There we go.
So I found this statue of Punxsutawney Phil. Red bar flag, left arm in the air, book in the hand. So it's like triple residue.
Wow.
Yes, Aquanet switched to normal font with their redesign. It's the older cans that are affected. The older cans that would be much, 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 much less likely to ever have that font. Because that font just did not exist back then for me. What's next, Curiouser?
All right.
All right, guys. Famous catchphrase on Hawaii 5-0. You're spelling out Dano. So book 'em Dano. Please spell Dano in the chat how you remember it. It was 50-50 last night on Star Performance. So 50-50. DAN-O or DANO for Eddie Von Keen. DANNO for Tinhead. DANO for Lord Frybread. DANNO for Jade Strawberry. It's exactly 50% in the chat right now. That's crazy. Teresa, what do you guys remember? I think they both walked away.
All right. Okay.
Teresa, what do you guys remember?
Let's see. Hawaii 5-0.
How do you remember Dano being
Dano.
spelled?
One N for me, Sandy. DANO. Book 'em Dano.
Yeah, me too.
One N. Definitely, 100%. Never two N's.
Okay.
I'm coming. Hold on. 2 seconds. All right.
Rich Fasanic is one N. It's always one N for me, but now it's always been two. That's official in the script, guys. 2 N's.
Oh. Man, excuse alert.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so 16 years ago, there was a debate over the spelling of Dano among crossword connoisseurs. Apparently, there's a group of elite crossword constructors who make the crosswords for all like the large publications, like New York Times, Rolling Stone. You know, they are the ones that create those crosswords that are in. They had a debate, and I just found it weird. Found it weird. There was a debate over Dano and the spelling. That's all. The second page is another Manscuse alert if you want to go on. Curious, sir?
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Next is more of a Manscuse. It's
There we
the
go.
conclusion. The conclusion was they determined at the time, this is back in 2005, they couldn't find the script online, but there was much debate about it among them, and they determined that DANNO is the proper spelling. Now that we have like a full-fledged internet, not a baby internet, the script was confirmed to be DANNO.
Hmm.
Okay, so here is current reality that half the chat remembers.
All right. Okay. Residue.
This is residue. A lot of DANOs. A bar with the name of the bar is Book of Dano. It's I guess a coaster or a pin from the bar. Uh, there's a button. There's a magnet. There's tons of stuff. License plate. So after this, there's going to be a second question. You got a question?
Huh?
The next slide is a question.
Oh, is it? Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
it's it. It's a two-parter. All right, guys. In the original series, not the new one, how often is the phrase Book of Dano used in the series? A, in all episodes, B, in half of the episodes, or C, less than half of the episodes? What do you remember? Do you remember A, B, or C? I don't know what that is, Eddie Von Keen. 4925. I caught random episodes of my dad watching it, and then whenever I was at my grandparents, I saw it every time I was there because they watched it. So B for Rich Fasanic. Eddie Von Keen would be probably an A. North Star, welcome, says A. Tinhead says B. Anyone else? Teresa, Curious, or do you guys want to chime in, or do you know?
I don't know. Sorry.
It's okay.
What is the question?
How often did McGarrett say Bookham Dano in the series? Every episode, half the episodes, or less than half?
I'm going to say half the episodes.
Okay.
Is there a wrong answer or a right answer?
Welcome, Nuno. It's okay not
Half.
to know.
I say half. B for me.
Jade Strawberry says A. All right, guys. For me, it was always A. It was every episode I saw, he said Bookham Dano. Now, I did not see every episode, but it's just strange that every episode I saw, I heard Bookham Dano. He now says it approximately 10%, not 50, not all, 10% of the episodes. He says it's so far and few between that I made a clip, which is going to be at the end of this. It's just so you can just hear all the options that he says that isn't Bookham Dano. But you can go on the next slide, Curiouser. I came across this video on YouTube. It's a compilation. Oh wait, I have more to say here. I think this is just me saying that it was A for me. It's now said less than half the time. Instead, he more frequently is heard saying Bookham Murder One, stuff like that. Or Dano, Bookham, Murder One. Like that. All right, next slide. So this is the video compilation I came across. It's entitled Bookham Dano compilation. So you're assuming you're going to see a compilation of him saying Bookham Dano, correct? Well, no. He only says Bookham Dano out of all these clips. He only says it one time. One time out of all the clips in this compilation. And the crazy part is, next slide, Curiouser. All these comments don't seem to notice that there's no Bookham Dano in the video. I don't know if you can zoom in on the comments because they're kind of great. Never anger Steve. He always gets the job done. Always Bookham Dano. My grandma, may she rest in peace, loved when he said Bookham Dano. Let's blow it. I can't see. Oh. I agree, Tinhead. One of the days of arresting crooks with a one-liner. Gone are the days. Yeah, well, he doesn't say that one-liner anymore unless the one-liner is just book 'em. That's a one-worder. Dano only had one job. That's not true anymore. Okay, so the last slide should be the video that I made. I made this video. And I have fair use and credit given to the studio, so we should be okay. Oh, you have to present with audio. It's not going to work.
Yeah, I know. I was just getting there. 2 seconds here. Yeah.
Sandy.
Yes,
Sandy. Fizzy Pop's here.
Hey, Fizz. You're going to mute Teresa. Teresa, we're muting for the clip.
Receiving, pushing at possession.
Okay, so you got to start that over. I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything. Oh God.
The sound started playing at the very
Volume's
end.
all the way up.
No, it's not that. There was a delay. The sound didn't start playing until the very end.
Come out of here. Book him. Book him. Ex-Cono, get him out of here and book him.
Book him, Sergeant. Murder 1, 3 counts.
Book him.
Oh, you guys must have planned this. You're trying to frame me.
Book him! Book him for receiving, pushing at possession. And if we get lucky, maybe murder.
So most of the time, Dano isn't mentioned. It's literally like 10% of the episodes that he mentions Bookham Dano specifically. So it's funny that this became such a catchphrase when he barely uses it. He uses Dano, Bookham, Murder 1 just as often. Why isn't that the catchphrase? Dano, Bookham, Murder 1. Like that's, I don't understand. Like you would think that the catchphrase would just be Bookham. Daniel's not in the Bible? What? There's no book of Daniel? All right, guys, what is the name of this toy from the 80s, 90s, and I think late 70s? It's also been around today. I think it's been around for like 40 years now. Very similar to Bookham. Boppers. I don't know. I've always used a Catholic Bible. I don't know if I've ever seen Dan in the Bible. I'll pass that question along to Armor Up because he would know better than me. He uses the King James version. Or Brian. He says he got kicked out for trolling. It's not our Dan Fizz. Does anyone know the answer to this question? Fizzy does. Jade, nope. It's no problem. I get it. It's okay if you don't know. Like I said, so, okay. Eddie Von Keen says, shock her. Shocker? Okay.
Should I go?
1 second. Yeah, that was
All
a
right.
popular phrase, but he only says it like 10% of the time now, Rich. Doesn't make sense that it would become so popular. Sock'em boppers for Tin Head. Okay, we have both options sort of in the chat. Take out that H. All right, so this is a weird one, guys. This is a Mandela Effect, but it's sort of like an altered history Mandela Effect. This is very similar to cup of noodles. Cup of noodles is still cup of noodles until, I don't know the year, don't quote me. I'm going to say it's like 2002 or something, or 2005. In one of those years, the company Nissan decided to change the name to Cup Noodles and remove the O. Many people don't remember the change at all, or they remember the change happening much later than it actually happened. Same thing's happening here with this toy, for me at least. You can get the next slide, Curious. So in my past, it was always sock and boppers. But in this reality, they were sock and boppers until they were sued by Mattel, the maker of Rock'em, I can't even talk tonight, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. They were sued for the word sock'em. Go figure. And 20 years ago, they changed the name to Soccer Boppers. I've never heard them refer to as Soccer Boppers. It's kind of crazy sounding to me. They were always Soccer Boppers to me. Even 10, 15 years ago. I've already explained the man's fuse and everything, Curious, so you can just go. Like I'm like 2 or 3 slides ahead of you. So this is about the lawsuit that I just explained. Curious, so you can go to the next slide. All right, so here's some residue. It's not residue. I mean, again, it's not like sock and boppers is erased from history. It's still there. But it's just not the only name for this product like the way it should be for me. Okay, this is the current reality where they have been soccer boppers for 20 years.
All right. You still with us, Teresa?
Teresa,
I'm here. I'm still here.
okay, we hear you.
Alright.
All right. How about CP30? All right. It's okay. Let me bring up Star Wars again.
Okay, I hate them bringing this up again, guys, but I was presenting something on Brian's channel when I noticed something weird with C3PO again. So I'm talking about it. Those he saw that saw it last night. When we asked the question, just answer what you originally answered last night. That's small. More recently, I covered the battery backpack on his back. This wasn't there in my cast. I just remember a panel that was flat, but now it sticks out like a backpack. It's like 2 inches big, thick, I should say. And I don't remember it like this, but I covered this a while back. But it was presenting this that I noticed the new changes to C3PO. Okay, guys, here's the question in the chat. You're going to put 1 or 2 in the chat, or left or right, whichever one you'd rather do. Which arm is most like what you remember post Mandela Effect? So you're going to ignore the Mandela effects that have happened previously to C3PO. Of these 2 arms, which one looks most right to you? I'm still waiting for answers in the chat here, sir.
Mm.
Can you zoom in on the arms, the red boxes, just so they can see it closer? Okay, so Tinhead92 says right. Lord Frybread says right. Right for Jade Strawberry. Welcome, R1. I remember the metal sticking out of the arms. So you're a left. Okay, so Tinhead says flat elbow, flat back. Fizzy's hiding in a box. That's a cute little cat. All right, Curious, so you can go on. R1 says, I think past and future C3PO got mixed up here due to the Mandela effect. That's very possible. It's very possible. Actually, anything's possible with the Mandela effect. That's what I've come to learn. But so it is currently the left. I remember the right. I don't remember a gear sticking off his elbow. I don't remember a cuff on his forearms are bigger, and they end in a cuff at the elbow. I don't remember that. His forearms are now textured. I remember them smooth and shiny. Now they have lines and grooves. And pistons are, I remember when the pistons appeared on the inside of the arm, but now they're also on the outside of the arm. Here, see? Yeah, next slide. Alright, guys, so here's some close-ups for you to help you out. The elbow cuff on the left top right. You see that? Curious, can you zoom in on the images? The words aren't important, just the image. So see how the cuff sticks out? I've never seen that before. The texture on the lower arms. Yeah, R1, except you're gonna see that images of him in the The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, just plain old Star Wars, and he already looks like this in those. All right, there's the gear on the elbow and the pistons. All right, so here's the current reality. Here's some images. The top, the one on the right is an image from the movie. You can see that gear on the elbow and the pistons. Those two images right there. I mean, this is just a mess. These are all. I try to get as many scenes as many images as possible from the movies, but it's really hard because the movies aren't great quality. Like they're smaller resolution, and but I did get quite a bit. Here's some residue. How I remember it, except for that backpack. No, smooth, and some do have the cuffs on the elbow.
Frizzy, you're so funny.
Teresa, I can't hear you. Teresa? Did you hear
She
Teresa?
just said, "Fizzy." She said, "Fizzy, you're so funny," and that's it, and left.
Oh, that's weird. I could barely hear her. I just heard like a.
I'm here.
I can hear you now. There's a bunch of residue of different features. The way I remember it. And Dan told me to look at costumes, so this is what happened. All right, guys. This is something strange I came across while looking for residue. previously someone talked about the fact that they came across the package for C3PO that said SEE-3PO. But when we looked for it to present it and credit whoever found it, which I can't remember now because it was like 2 years ago, it wasn't happening for R2-D2, but now it is. So on the left at the top, like they're like diagonal from each other. So on the top, it's the left one is the old one, the right one is the new one. And on the bottom, the left one is the new one, the right one is the old one. So they're still doing it today on a lot of the toys, writing C3PO and R2-D2. Now, guys, take note of how R2 is spelled. A-R-T-O-O. Because here's the thing. Part of the man's excuse I didn't put in here, because I learned after the fact, after I made the graphics. They're saying toy manufacturers, because they had to get the toys out in time for the premiere of the movie back then, use the name that was in the script. Like they wrote it out like it was in the script. It doesn't match the script, which you're going to see now. So here's the man excuse alert. Okay, so can you zoom in on the script part? Okay. So when we looked at the toys, it said ARTOO, but the script says ARTWO. If they copied the script, and that's why it's written out on the packaging, it should say ARTWO, but it doesn't. So that man's excuse doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. Where did they get the TOO from? Unless it's changed, unless that's a Mandela effect in itself. Okay. Is there anything else?
Let's see. Yes, there is. I know there is, because it's interesting to me. You know what?
Huh?
We're getting there.
Curious, do you want to read one?
No.
No.
You could.
All right. In the chat, yes or no, easy answer. Have you ever seen pine cones growing from the ground?
No.
No. No.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I always liked pine cones, and I have like a bit of a collection of them. A few of them I've collected,
Lord.
and they've always fallen from the trees. But anyway, yeah, go on. This is weird.
All right, so in the chat, Eddie Von Keen says no. Actually, he says yes yesterday. No, they'd fall from trees, says Tinhead. No, says Shade Strawberry.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah, sure. All right, guys. But these aren't pine cones. They're ground cone plants. Bosniaceae family, a parasitic plant that has lost its ability to convert energy from the sun into chlorophyll. So, since it can't convert energy into chlorophyll, it needs to suck the nutrients from a nearby source, usually a tree or a bush. Okay. They grow at the base of their host, which is usually a tree, but can also be a bush like a blueberry bush, and grow straight up from the ground 6 to 12 inches tall. And they usually grow in like clusters of like 3 or 4. They do not pose a detectable health risk to the host, and they have some benefits. First, they produce nuts underground that bears eat and humans eat after roasting. They're not really nuts. They're talking
What
about
nuts?
that's the nut. They're saying it's like a tuber.
And we roast those. Oh my God.
I don't know about we, but they say some humans do. I'm thinking like survivalists.
All right.
Okay. I need to read the top. Can you zoom in on the top? Thank you. In some First Nations and Native American tribes, the whole plant is dried, ground, and used as a topical application, and sometimes smoked in a pipe. And then go to the middle first. It's also just you know what? Just zoom out. I'll put my face close to the screen. Okay, so there are also a ton of health claims, not scientifically proven, surrounding this plant in native and Chinese medicine. Other traditional applications include cleaning and nourishing the kidneys in tonic form, curing impotence in men, strengthening the heart, easing constipation, alleviating skin rashes, increasing memory retention, and treating coughs. As it turns out, ground cones also contain chemical compounds that are attractive to cats and then can induce the catnip response. Uh, all right. Northern ground cones, the cure for cancer. The scientists are studying the ground cone because it has anti-carcinogenic properties and may one day lead to a cure for cancer. So far, they've had promising results with lab rats. All right, so get some images of them. And some of them look like they're a little bit bigger than a foot.
Okay. All right.
Is that everything?
I think so. Let's
Okay.
see.
I think you got them all. Oh, no, you didn't do the Big Bird.
Oh, okay.
There's two of them. We only did one of them on the show last night. So
Yeah.
do the tail first, and then do the other one second, because the other one was not covered. All right, guys. In the chat, you're going to be putting 1, 2, or 3. Do you remember Big Bird with no tail, a small tail, or a large tail? Curiouser? My
Yeah.
AirPod disconnected. I'm
Uh-oh.
on the bad AirPod for a minute.
Okay.
I'll look into that for them. I'm taking a screenshot.
I'm going to have to say a small tail. Yeah.
So you're 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tin Head says 2. Lord Frybread says 3. Jade Strawberry says 3. I have no idea what Mila Fire is saying, but I see 3. All right, that's really weird, Preliminal. I'll definitely look into it. All right, which means I'm going to have a second question for a couple of you in the chat.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, guys, I have a dual memory of no tail and a small nub. So, like 1 and 2. And I'm leaning more towards 2, so it's more familiar. But I kind of have some memories of no tail. But it's always been 3. And question for those of you that said 3. When you see what Big Bird looks like, when you see the actual tail, I want you, only the people who said 3, answer in the chat if that's what you remember when you see it.
God. No, I don't remember it like that at all.
Yeah. So, guys, in the chat,
No.
if you said 3, did the tail look like that? Really high up on his back? Super thick? Like feather dusters were like shot at him? Like he was used as a dartboard with really long feathers. Jake Strawberry says,
God.
okay, nope, it's way too big.
Yeah. Right.
Well, the bottom left is a drawing. Oh, God, this stupid guy. Sorry. This person lives around the
Okay.
block and he keeps driving around the block with a motorcycle. Liminal remembers the bigger tail. That's okay. So the man's excuse is that, well, he's a canary, so of course he's going to have a canary tail. But that doesn't hold true with, characters. Characters don't have to be
Yeah,
anatomically correct.
true.
So, yeah, he's a canary. He could have a big tail, but it doesn't mean he has to have one. And in my reality, he didn't.
No, mine neither.
I'm still waiting for it to get on my screen. Fine. All right. In this picture, his tail is so big that he could literally have started a fire if that stove was on. Like, that's
Yeah,
just
right.
ridiculous.
Yeah, you don't show kids
Little
that.
high, really, says Lord Frybread. I'm sorry. Are we saying something again? I'm having a hard time hearing you. Bad airplane.
I said, don't show kids that, him hanging around the stove with that tail.
No. So the top right is more what I remember with the little tail, and that's an official Sesame Street radio. Top left is an illustration. Bottom right is from Mad TV, and then we have costumes on the uh, bottom left and bottom middle. Yes, Wildfire, we're going to be talking about that next. That's going to be the last Mandela Effect for the night. Way too big, says Rich Pasanic. I agree. So here's a lot of images of Big Bird. Current reality. Currently huge tail. Sticking out of his kidneys. Straight ahead. So bizarre.
Oh, goodness.
All right. The last folder for the night.
Right.
Oh no, Mildfire. We didn't do it last night. Dan only did the one folder. This is a brand new folder. Saving a brand new one for next. I believe you're preliminal. I mean, I think the beak looks okay to me, but a few people did say that last night. So I totally believe you guys. All right, so Sesame Street is so shifty. Previously, I've covered past lives of Sesame Street characters. Like Grover used to be green, um, Oscar used to be orange. The Cookie Monster was in commercials for other non Sesame Street things, cheese wheels and had teeth. It's weird. Past lives of Sesame Street Muppets. Okay. As well as Big Bird turning blue in the 1985 Sesame Street special, Follow That Bird, where he was imprisoned in a circus as a bluebird of happiness.
Ah, good grief.
His beak looks a little less pointy there, Preliminal. You see it? Okay. And Big Bird having a colorful Mexican cousin named Abelardo Montoya. So I did cover him before. Abelardo Montoya. And now someone's screaming outside. Okay. Okay. Well, it turns out that he has many cousins. Instead of Big Bird looking the same worldwide, he has a different name and appearance in many of the countries Sesame Street airs. I've never heard of or seen these cousins before, and at least one of them is kind of creepy. Still waiting for it to load. I'm sorry. Okay. So, in case you missed my first presentation, Big Bird has a cousin in the Mexican Sesame Street, Abelardo Montoya. But before Abelardo, Big Bird's Mexican counterpart was a dragon named Montoya. And the reason Abelardo's has a last name.
Oh my God. A dragon.
Yeah.
Good grief.
All right. And while Big Bird was turned blue for a special, his cousin in the Netherlands, Pino, is always blue. I don't understand how they keep Bert and Ernie the same. They keep Oscar the Grouch the same.
Yeah.
But Big Bird is different in every country.
Oh
It's
my
so bizarre.
God.
I don't get it.
Yeah. It is. God. Whatever.
Yeah,
Not my
Pino's gone through a
reality.
few redesigns. Okay, so now, as soon as it loads on my screen, we've come to Spain. His cousin had a redesign which gives the bird a resemblance to Phyllis Diller, in my honest opinion. Her name is Caponata.
You're right. I got you.
Do you see the Phyllis Diller resemblance?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Totally looks
I
like
do.
Phyllis Diller.
Yeah.
Okay. Right next door in Portugal, you can find an orange version that closely resembles our big bird. His name is, I think it's Pupus, or maybe Palpus. I think it's Pupus, though. He even has the white feathers that the Mandela Effect stuck on Big Bird.
All right.
Right. Forwarding. In Turkey, we have a warm, multicolored big bird that goes by the name Minikus. Also looks like our big bird, but instead of the white feathers, it's pink. And also has that huge tail.
And we're stuck with yellow, huh?
Yeah. Now, here's a weird one. You would think over in France, we have a white bird named Toccata. Now, I'm curious, sir, you lived in France. Did you ever see Toccata
Yeah.
before?
No, I haven't. Did not. In fact, I
Huh?
probably didn't watch French TV enough. I know to know about it. So no. And again, this may be a reality change. I don't know, but no, I do not. I no.
But when it comes to being an identical cousin, look no further than China. Chinese big bird looks just like our big bird and is named Dan Miao, I think. And it's pronounced Dan Miao.
That's the
Now
Chinese
you would think if
copying
there was going to
again.
be a dragon one, that would be in China. What?
I said that's the Chinese copying again. Remember the copies? No. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, anyway.
But you would
That's
think
weird.
like the
Yeah.
dragon, China
Mm-hmm,
would have a dragon.
mm-hmm. Wait, did he have a tail
And finally, the creepy cousin,
I'm getting there. Hold on.
which you just
There we go.
went back, and I can't read it. Again, it's a delayed, so I still gotta wait. Calling Brazil his home and also having a redesign that didn't help much, meet Garibaldo. Garibaldo, the blue creepy bird.
Good grief. The heck?
Very, very trippy looking. This version of Sesame Street.
Goodness. Why?
No idea. Low budget.
Oh, God. Hmm.
Okay. So, I can't say this is definitely an editing, but I do find it a little odd that we haven't at least known Big Bird was different in other countries. And did you guys know? That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's so weird. I mean, and all the rest of them are, everything else is the same.
Well, most things. They do have an extra character
Yeah.
here or there, like Dakota has a snail. But it's just the fact that, like, I mean, I can't say this isn't me, but it's not like we should know about Abelardo and Takata and Minikus, but we should have at least known that Big Bird was different all over the world until recently.
Yeah, I know. Really, that seems like something that would be a would be in knowledge, bizarre. Good find. Yeah.
All right, guys, I think that's it for tonight.
All right then, everyone. That is it for tonight. And it's been a great show. Glad you all can join. And we will see you back here next show. Everyone have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
All right. I think Teresa's gone. All right. Everyone, good night. Good night. All right.